If band names were literal, what would be the scariest band to fight? They might be giants. I have 50 to 50 chance of a pretty tough fight. Earth, Wind and Fire edit. Thanks for the gold, stranger. The Killers. If the band members' names were literal too, then I'd fancy my chances against Brandon Flowers. Butthole Surfers. Cannibal Corpse. Just a bunch of corpses trying to eat you zombie style. Nothing too serious. Anthrax. Napalm Death would be pretty rough too. Smash Mouth. Rip your teeth. Not bare naked ladies. The Police. 10,000 Maniacs. My newly started metal band called 10,002 Maniacs would beg to differ. Conversely, you don't want to be responsible for the demise of Franz Ferdinand. We all know how well that ended. Well, one of their most popular songs is called Take Me Out, so I'm conflicted. Led Zeppelin. Imagine having to fight a fucking airship made of lead, so it's falling and about to crush you. Death. Megadeth. I see your Megadeth and raise you one. Napalm Death. Flock of Seagulls. The Wu-Tang Clan. I don't want to try their Wu-Tang style. I have it on good authority that the Wu-Tang sword style and Shaolin shadow boxing are a dangerous combination. They ain't nothing to fuck with. These days it has to be Weezer. Megadeth. We would probably wake up dead. Five-finger death punch. That was my first thought. The presidents of the United States. This doesn't even mean just the real ones. There are at least a few fictional presidents, including President Wayne Elizondo, Mountain Dew, Herbert Camacho. Obviously, as long as there's something showing how they act. Also funny Valentine, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. A lizard wizard does sound intimidating. Insane Clown Posse. Their band name is already pretty literal though. Slayer. The Angel of Death would make it rain blood. Megadeth. Obituary. Anthrax. Slayer. Death. Basically, if it's a metal band, 9/10 you don't want to fight that shit. I would absolutely fight an Obituary. A couple newspaper columns. Yeah, I could beat that. Chopped in half. America, which would also include Boston, Chicago, Alabama, and Kansas. Florida and Florida Georgia line as well. They'd have a tough fight against Asia and Europe. Dio. Either we're fighting God, or we're fighting a time-stopping, Stand Wilding vampire with the ability to freeze people, hypnotize them, and do the stingy eyes thing. As aptly named by Strizo in Part 2. Not to mention all of Dio's lackeys. Well, Dio the band was named after Ronnie James Dio, so you'd probably just be fighting some dude. Iron Maiden. Just don't get in? No, a literal woman made of iron who's gonna beat your ass with her iron fists. Napalm Death. Probably Gorillaz. I would agree with you except for the fact that the Z at the end of the band name indicates that these gorillas are rad and down to party. ITT, metal bands, and you're goddamn right. My choice, asterisk, Gojira, asterisk, Infant Annihilator. They can't kill you unless you're an infant. Law, you could beat them. Common mistake, it's actually an infant that annihilates people. 9-inch nails. Well, are they animate nails at least? Otherwise it's just a pile of some pretty big nails. Just kinda sitting there menacingly. I'm imagining the usual band members but with 9-inch long iron fingernails. Sorta like Wolverine. If they could also fling the nails at people lawn dart style, they could do a lot of damage. Destiny's Child, because like who's Destiny, and do I want to fight her child? Should I? You don't think you could take a child in a fight? Of course I could. But then there's the legal repercussions and everyone looks down on hitting kids these days. And what if said child is huge? Plus whose Destiny is she? A badass bitch who will come for me after? Lots of things to consider. Lol. Gojira. The Strokes. Some people never recover from them. Skeptical smiley face. Foo Fighters. But only if you're a foo. Then you have my pity. Queen. They would be literally immortal. ISIS. 21 Pilots does sound pretty scary in my opinion. I guess that depends on how many planes they have. Lol. 21 of them most likely. Imagine Dragons. I don't want to square up with a dragon, but it's an imaginary dragon. No, I think you imagine a dragon that's about to kick your ass. Gwar, because why the fuck not? Obligatory. Thanks for the gold edit. But really, I just want to see some dirty guys from RVA kick ass. It might just be me, but I don't fancy my chances against the killers. Godsmack. Ninja Sex Party. Ninja Brian isn't to be fucked with. Hollywood Undead. Anya. You don't want Anya what she's got for you. I'll show myself out now. Circle Jerks. I'd rather die than be caught in the middle. Nice try. Hirohiko Araki. Screaming Trees. Arctic Monkeys would definitely be interesting to see. I wrestled a bear once because anyone who wrestled a bear and lives to tell the tale has to be scary as hell. The Beach Boys. Because what if they're the kind of boys hanging around the beach who kick sand in the faces of 90-pound weaklings? It wouldn't be nice. Spice Girls. They are just too spicy. Slayer. Megadeth. Death. Cannibal Corpse. Pretty much anything thrash or death metal. Oh no. Dragon Force. A bunch of dragons chasing you. Oh no. Atomic Kitten. Poison. Toto. I imagine he has rabies. The Alan Parsons Project. Who the fuck knows what is going on there? Is it a giant laser? Is it genetically modified giant killer cockroaches? Maybe it is Ascension Road signs bent on revenge. You won't know until the project is unleashed. Could just be PowerPoint presentation on coastal flooding in Georgia. The Bare Naked Ladies. On second thought, bring them on. Tool. Nobody knows what tool it is. It might be some jagoff who can be classified as a tool. Suicidal tendencies. You probably should fight those. I've been winning that fight for ages. Art Merle. The Kinks. That can be a lot of things. I'd like to be attacked by orgy. Judging by the course of events during this goddamn year. Do not underestimate wasp. Kiss. It spreads pathogens, droplets and spittle. Guess I am safe though. Foo Fighters. How does one defeat Foo? And if you have to fight the Foo Fighters, are you Foo? What is Foo? Who is Foo? Why is Foo? These questions will never be answered. Everyone always what is too. No one asks how is too. Rolling Stones. Not anyone who's ever played Crash Bandicoot has got this. I think the Beatles would probably be the easiest. Revolting Cocks. Just no. 21 Pilots. Machine Guns and Shiz. How do you know it's people that fly airplanes? Maybe it's 21 introductory sitcom scripts. Even if they do fly airplanes, there's no guarantee they'll be in them either. Or that those places are armed. Ghost. Anally regurgitated. Dragon Force. I see a lot of the bands that initially came to mind, so I'm going to switch to a rapper name. Ghostface Killah. That just sounds like an edgy 12-year-old in a Minecraft pay server. Pussy Riot. Green Day, aka Tornado Warning. Morbid Angel. NWA. Dio. Tyrannosaurus Rex. One of the best bands on this freaking planet. OMG. I love T-Rex so fucking much. Bang a gong. I would fight T-Rex till I was dead for sure. Nirvana wouldn't fight at all. Cobain might scream and swing his guitar at you though. He would teach you Buddhism. Owl City. Survivor might be hard to beat, but I DK how strong he is. Mike and the Mechanics come armed with channel locks, bolt cutters and monkey wrenches. Base Hunter should be easy. Just a lone fisherman. AC/DC. The literal essence of electric power will be a hard enemy to beat. Unless you could lure them out over open water. Led Zeppelin. Very durable but not very dangerous to you unless you're right under it. Savage Garden. Backstreet Boys. Avenged Sevenfold. Not only do you have to fight them, but 7 additional bands afterward. Dixie Chicks probably come gun-toting. Maruka. Cage the Elephant. Breaking Benjamin. As long as your name's not Benjamin, you've got a chance. Cheap Trick. They'd probably send their lead singer to negotiate a peace treaty while the rest of the band prepares a surprise attack. The Red Hot Chili Peppers would be an easy one. But you gotta wash your hand like so many times after dealing with that. Imagine how dry your skin would feel. Yeah, but the peppers are actually red hot as in glowing. And you will know us by the trail of dead. Fear Factory. Berlin, Europe or Asia. The last two don't sound like a good time. Boston, Chicago, Kansas, Japan. Slayer. Mexicans with guns. Five-finger death punch. Papa Roach. The father of all roaches would surely have an army. Cannibal Corpse. Surely. What? One corpse? 4 non-blondes could probably kill one corpse. I think Flesh God Apocalypse is the band to beat. Ignoring bands that have already been mentioned, God are bloodthirsty butchers. The Police. All. Avenged Sevenfold, because clearly they're the Avengers and banned for Monsieur. Five-finger death punch. It literally has death in the name, so you know you'll die. Only if they land a punch, whereas Death and Megadeth just cause death by their nature. Five-finger death punch. Toad the Wet Sprocket, the tallest man on earth. Rammstein. So like a stone. A ramming stone, with no one to ram it at you is just a stone. Fighting against the U.S. Air Force. Pretty bad when you're all alone. Michael Sarah Palin. Cults. A similar note, Blue Oyster Cult. Lawnmower death. Such a painful way to go. Tower of Power. I mean, fighting a tower would be pretty scary. Queen, because they would never die. Fine Young Cannibals. Ninja Sex Party. Megadeth. How do you fight mass genocide? You could say the same for Overkill lol. Slayer. I mean, that one seems obvious. Tanger Cavalry. Also, I mean, facing off against the Steppe People's Cavalry is usually a losing proposition. The Cure. The band we all need right now. Oh cool, I just saw that tweet too. ICP. Cannibal Corpse. 21 Pilots. They might be giants. Mayhem. The Foo Fighters. A little bit of resolve is all they need. Now, what if you say that you'll never surrender? They've waited there for you. Everlong. It's a long way to ruin. Then they're done. Done and they're on to the next one. Done. Done and they're on to the next one. You'll be learning to walk again. Wake up and run for your life. Because something's getting the best. The best. The best. The best of you. There goes my hero. Just yes. Megadeth. Pennywise. Megadeth. Demonic Death Judge. Sonic Youth, because Sonic the Hedgehog has a very, dedicated fandom, monsieur. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty. Def Leppard. I assume the leopard's other senses are highly developed. Viet Cong. On an opposite note, all-time low would be easy to fight. 10,000 Maniacs. Came to say this. Can't believe I had to scroll this far to see it. Europe, because they'll start the final countdown. Pantera with their vulgar display of power. The Killers. Obviously. Dead Can Dance. How can you kill the groovy undead? Death from above. You know it's going to kill you. But you don't know when. Vulgar display of power. Corrected, thanks. Bad Religion. Five-finger death punch. Avenged Sevenfold. You'd win, but the aftermath would fuck you up 7 times. Imagine dragons. It would be very scary to fight imaginary dragons. Attila. Of Monsters and Men. IDK Man. I think fighting a book would be pretty easy. Kawaii Bukake. Now, I've never heard of this band, but I know what the terms kawaii and bukake mean individually. I fear the Google search results of this band name more than the band name itself. Thank you so much for watching and have a good day.